So the first tool or weapon that you're likely to see is a big rock when you start playing this game. And you can actually throw it, like I did there, at the animals. So I threw it at that, I think it was a wild boar, and you saw that bit of blood come out. So that shows that it is injured. And this will slow it down, and then you can catch it up and kill it some other way. So in order to craft more weapons with these rocks, you have to break them up. And one way you can do that is by hitting it on a tree. And a bonus tip here is that once it splits into two, you can actually knock down the tree with the smaller rocks. And I found this really handy while I've been playing the game when I've run out of sticks, so I couldn't actually make any axes or any other weapons, so I used the rock to knock down the tree. So the other way of breaking the rocks into smaller pieces is to throw them on the ground or to smash two rocks together. Sometimes it takes a couple of attempts, and then when they break you can just throw the rocks into your backpack. And if you hit the rocks together again, this will then create sharp rocks or smaller sharp stones, and these are effectively knives. But these are only weak knives, and in order to make it stronger you need to bind the stone with rope, and you can usually find rope like this on the floor when you've chopped down a tree. And when you chop down a tree, you just put all the rope and all the small sticks into your bag for later. So now grab your basic weak knife in one hand and the rope in the other hand, and squeeze the two triggers together, and then you'll see this appear on the screen, and it shows you what to do with your rope in order to make your strong knife. So literally just wrap it round, and there you go. And then you can put this in your holster or throw it into your backpack. So to make an axe, you grab a short stick in one hand and a rock in the other hand, pull both triggers together, and it will show you that you've got to bring the rock and the stick together in order to create your axe. And there you go, you've got your axe. Now the axe is the most frequent weapon or tool that I've used in this game, and you want to make a few of these as soon as possible. But this is only a weak axe, so if we want to make the axe stronger, then we get the rope out the same as we did with the knife. So you hold the rope in one hand, the axe in the other, squeeze the triggers, and then bind the axe with the rope. And a quick tip, when you do cut down a tree, you've got a big log, and if you continue chopping it with your axe, it then becomes a long stick, and if you continue chopping it, it becomes a short stick, and if you continue chopping it again, it then becomes two thin sticks. So you'll have one left in your hand and one will drop to the floor. And these can be used to build your fire and also to make arrows, which we'll do in a minute. So the next thing we're going to make is a spear. So we need to grab a long stick, not that one, this one, and then we get our knife or an axe, squeeze both triggers together, and then it shows you need to make a scraping movement along the long stick in order to create a spear. So now we've got a basic spear, but this is only a weak spear. So in order to make this a strong spear, we need to get our strong knife, which we made earlier, in one hand, the spear in the other hand, press the two triggers. Oh, I dropped it. Oh, so annoying when you can't pick things up because there's so much around you. There's a bit of a glitch in the game actually. Oh, there you go. No. Oh, come on. And I know I've got a leech on my arm at the moment, which is slowly sucking my blood, but we'll deal with that later. Right, here we go. Nope. Okay, so now we've got the spear in one hand and the strong knife in the other hand. Squeeze both triggers, and then it shows that you've got to put the knife on top of the spear. And then there you go. And the mechanics of positioning it in your hand aren't very smooth, but occasionally I do. Well, that's actually a pretty good throw, but I've thrown it into the river. It's totally pointless, and I don't know whether I'll be able to find it. Let's have a look. Can we see it? Yep, there it is. Can I get it though? That's the thing. There you go. And if we go back to that basic spear, we can also create our bow, and the bow is my favourite weapon. Absolutely love using this bow. So grab your spear in one hand and the rope in the other, squeeze the triggers, and then you bind one end with the rope, and then once that's done, then you move the rope to the other end and bind the other end with the rope. And then, as if like magic, you have your bow. In order to make the arrows, we need to use the small sticks that we had earlier, but I've got another long stick here, so we'll just show you that process again of making those arrows from the long stick. So we go from long stick to short stick to two thin sticks, so two small sticks for your arrows. And I saw a feather just over here, so I'll go and grab that. So take the feather in one hand and take the stick in the other. Oh, not the rope. Take the stick in the other, pull the triggers, and then push the feather onto the arrow. And there you go, your first arrow. And then you can store the arrow in your backpack and then get your bow out, and then it tells you how many arrows you've got in your backpack. But you need to take the arrow out of your backpack and load it onto your bow. And you can leave it loaded and walk around armed, ready to kill something. So that's exactly what we're going to do now, because I want to show you how to make a spear and a knife. Whoop! No, missed. I want to show you how to make a spear and a knife from a bone. In order to create a bone, you can usually see these bones lying around, but oh, I did injure him then, so he's going to slow him. It's going to slow him down. There's another feather. Let's quickly make another arrow. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. So I need to show you how to make. I want to show you how to make a bone knife and a bone spear, and you can usually see these bones lying around, but I haven't seen any yet. So we're going to kill this capybara, which I think this is how you pronounce it, and then you'll see a bone appear and a couple of steaks that we can cook on the fire later. Can't really see him through this undergrowth. He wouldn't have gone across that log, he must have double backed. Where are you? Ah, there he is. Okay. They do go quite slow. And they're pretty stupid, but they're not as stupid as me with this bow and arrow. So I clearly have not got a chance in getting him. Missed again. Not even close. So when they go into the undergrowth, it's just really hard to see them. Oh, there he is. Yeah, I've got him. Oh, he's slowed right down now. I'll just finish him off with the axe. And there you go. There's the bone and the two steaks. Perfect. So now pick up the bone and then hit it with your axe. And then it will split the bone into two. So you have one part on your hand and one part drops to the floor. And then you have a basic bone knife. Oh, I've got another leech on my left arm. Or was that the one from earlier? So now grab your rope from your bag. Take your bone in one hand and the rope in the other. Grab the two triggers. And then bind the bone with the rope. And there you go. Now you've got a strong knife. Strong bone knife. So now to make a strong spear, we get a basic spear and the bone knife in one hand, and then you pull the two triggers and push the bone knife on top of the spear. I hate it when that happens. It's a bit of a glitch in the game. When you press both triggers when you're near your shouter, it thinks you want to save the game. I don't want to save the game. So when you're crafting these weapons, then do it away from the shouter. So that's all the weapons made. Now let's just have a little bit of a play with this spear. So there's a rattlesnake there. Oh, so close. Well, it wasn't close, as in I was so close to the rattlesnake. How could I miss? Now I've got to get my spear without being bitten. I'll just shuffle around here. I'm not sure how close I can get. Alright, I'll try and get a bit further away. Hold the spear at the end. Come on. Oh, too close. Killed him, but got bitten at the same time. Sacrificed myself. Okay, one more go at throwing this spear at this capybara. There he is. Oh, he's run. He's run off. I'm not sure the best position to hold this. There is a grip at one end. Oh, come on, so close. Oh, that should have been an easy strike. Right, let's try one more time. Maybe two more times. I'm practically dying here. I mean, look at my health. My health is really bad. Oh, that was so pathetic. I need to make another video on, or maybe I don't. I need to watch a video on how to use these weapons effectively. Any tips, put them in the comments. Alright, come on. This looks like a good angle. Oh, good throw. Missed. Well, that's it. I give up. I'm going to die soon anyway. Probably of dehydration. I don't know. I'm going to have lots more tips coming up on GreenHell VR. So please keep an eye out on my channel. If you've got any tips you want to share, please put them in the comments below. My name's Rich. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.